What's up, YouTube?
Hi, you guys. What are we doing today? So formally on the couch.
We are gonna sit down and have a chat about having a baby.
Babies! Where do they come from? How do you make them?
If you never had that talk with your mom and dad, we're gonna take that.
This is
Just kidding. We're trying to have a baby.
Yeah, and we wanted to maybe just what we've gone through so far a little bit and kind of talk about things that I wish that I knew now with my last pregnancy, if that makes sense. So things that I went through last time that I will now apply to us getting pregnant now, and just like some tips and just kind of make the journey a little more positive. And I don't even know, pregnancy is so different for everybody, and who even knows what's gonna happen. But
yeah, you would think that it's, well, I'll just say this. I didn't know that it was going to be such an emotional roller coaster. And so anything that you can do to make that roller coaster more smooth is, well, that's what we're trying to do for you and trying to do for us.
Also, I think that it's great for us to like have this moment where we can look back on it. It's gonna be fun to have like a video series and to show our kids and be like, look how bad we wanted you. We made a video series of you on YouTube.
Hey, you 18-year-old punk, go watch that video when we were struggling.
We do love you. So first and foremost, like the first thing that I want to talk about is what I wish I knew now, or knew then what I know now, is how miraculous it is that our bodies can even conceive a baby. I just thought that, you know, when I was 20, that you try to have a baby and you have a baby first try, and that's not everybody's case. And we've learned and read, and you guys have shared so much information with us about some of you who are also TTC, which means
trying to conceive.
Yeah, and our doctor told us, he said, you know, even on your best day, if both of you are 100% on, accurate, hormones are great, everything is where it needs to be, you still only have like you're the numbers guy,
33% chance. So the stars must align and then you can have a baby. And sometimes it takes a while for that to happen. We've been trying to have a baby since November or December, and it's already July. So we've spent over half of a year trying to have a baby, and we're realizing that those odds are not in our favor sometimes. That's where that roller coaster comes in. So a lot of things that we know now that are going to be beneficial for us having a baby this time compared to in the past.
The technology that they have for pre-pregnancy and post is incredible, amazing, and life-changing. We have bought how many pregnancy tests, and they're expensive.
There are some new advancements in pregnancy tests that are actually very, very beneficial to us, and we've actually enjoyed having it a lot.
So First Response Pregnancy Pro, craziest thing, it's Bluetooth enabled with the app that comes on your phones. So when you buy the First Response, you have to download the First Response app, and it's crazy because your test will actually sync up to your phone through the app. It's amazing because there's so much information on the app. So I took the test just because it was funny. I remember when I told him, like, oh my gosh, there's a Bluetooth pregnancy test, and he's like, so like, you pee on the stick still, right? I think you're making a joke, but I was like, you don't pee on your phone, honey.
It could link to your tablet.
So pretty cool, because I've had like 500 million apps downloaded onto my phone, like your ovulation schedule, your period schedule. But the thing that I love with the First Response is it was all included in one app, like one home landing page. You can create a profile, you can track your period, your ovulation, all from one place, which for me, minimal is better because I already have 500 million apps. Okay, so as soon as you open the test itself, it's going to show you a little clock. All you do is pull up your Bluetooth, and the Pregnancy Pro is right there. You just click on it, and then it will automatically connect to your app, and then the app will just start feeding you information from there. It really is super simple and easy, and then that way you're not like, did I do something wrong? Is this test broken?
The benefit is that they sync together, that they work together in tandem, and it makes the entire process that much more smooth.
Then you do the pee on the test, put the cap back on, and then it starts your timer, this circle, and then it has 3 different icons: the educate me, the entertain me, or the calm me. So maybe you're more of a person who needs calming. I was like, educate me. They have a getting pregnant, how long it should take, which is a great article because it also reassures you that some couples can take, as on average, it's taken most couples up to 4 years to get pregnant with their first or second. So to me, that was really like reassuring, and just, you know, we're not the only ones who are being impatient and want to get pregnant.
It's almost like somebody's there with you.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're holding your hand through the process. They also have TTC funny stories, and they have really adorable pictures of babies, so that also helps you because you can never feel angry when you look at a cute picture of a baby.
Then all of a sudden, your 2 minutes and 59 seconds or 3 minutes is down, time's up, and you get the response right on your phone.
Yeah. One thing I noticed when I did take the test, here's a kind of breaking of news. We're announcing that I'm not pregnant. If and when you do conceive, just be so grateful for that miracle and just focus on, you know, what your body's going to be able to do through the process of it all. There's a lot of people out there who've tried for years and years and who haven't been successful yet. And so when you do get pregnant, I just really truly feel like it is beyond, it's a miracle. It really is a miracle.
So I also think that I'm realizing that pregnancy is in parts. So there's the pre-pregnancy, there's the actual pregnancy, and then there's after the pregnancy. So we're still in the pre-pregnancy section, but there are things that you do then, now that we're doing, that she's doing, that we're going to do, and that we'll do after the baby gets here, that definitely help and make the journey easier and the roller coaster less volatile.
But one thing I loved about the app is it immediately followed up with more information and another plan.
That gives you the next step in a positive result and even in a negative.
You know, I don't think you can ever have too much information. Things are always changing, so that was helpful. And it kind of encouraged you, which, I mean, it's really, really helpful, especially with, like Jackson said, how emotional and hormonal we can be. But that to me was like, all right, this isn't the end, keep having hope. Like we've talked about, it's a numbers game, and the percentages really are a miracle when they do happen. And so reading that information just kept me being like, all right, we can keep trying, this is fine, we're gonna get through this, and the more information we have, the better.
Also, physical and emotional preparation and taking advice. Remember that I'm not a doctor, Carly's not a doctor, and if you are getting pregnant, or want to be pregnant, there are doctors out there. Trust them. If you tell people that you're trying to get pregnant, they'll come out of the woodworks with advice and diets and plans, and your posts on Instagram will have a million comments. But I would convey the importance of listening to your doctor. They went to school for it, that's their full-time job. So listen to them and take everything else as kind of a cautionary advice.
Which I think everyone has great intentions, and our journey is going to be different than your journey. And I think even as we've had more kids down the road, everyone will be different. So you really have to follow your heart and what's best for you as a couple and what your doctor tells you, because at the end of the day, I do feel like there's your own intuition and you know what's best for your whole situation going on. So good talking point. Also, I feel like there's so much focus on when you're trying to get pregnant, there's so many tricks and myths and old wives' tales that they tell you. And then once you are pregnant, things that you should do and shouldn't do and should eat and shouldn't eat. And there's so much focus on those things. You have the baby shower, preparing your bag for going to the hospital, preparing your baby's first outfit in the nursery, and I don't think that there's enough focus on actually what's going to happen to you after this baby comes out. There were so many things that I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me about this? How could I have better prepared for it? And so I think that if you guys are on that journey of having a baby, that you should really look into your after plan of having the baby, because it is bloody and crazy, and I'm just gonna say that. But it's beautiful in the same sense. I don't want to scare you, but I think it's just always wise to have as much knowledge and really think about taking care of yourself and your baby and your spouse and that new relationship after the baby is born, because that's going to add a new element in. And we've even experienced that when we have Cooper and it's just the three of us, four of us with our little dog Amigo, but then when it's just us two, it's kind of like two different elements. And we only have Cooper, you know, we split custody, so when we have this baby now full time, it's going to put a different kind of step in your relationship. And I think that that's another really important aspect that couples forget. You still are going to need your one-on-one time, and as important and vital as that baby is, I think the relationship should always come at the top of the list. I think something that I wish I would have done then is kind of prepared myself more physically for the postpartum part of the pregnancy. And I'm grateful that I have such a supportive husband who is like always on board for my crazy ideas. But something that's important to me is spending more time as a family doing physical activities. And I think if we make that habit now pre-pregnancy, when the baby comes, it won't seem like a break in our schedule or something else being thrown at us. I think that endorphins do a lot for human beings. I'm not saying it has to be an intense, hard workout, but even a hike with your family or a 10-minute walk around your block just helps you get out, get that blood pumping, and it's something that's going to help, I think, for recovery time postpartum. And I'm grateful that you're up for my crazy ideas.
I mean, you're growing a human, so it's very important to be physically in shape and capable to grow a human, but it makes that experience, which is 9 months of a lot of agony, a lot of pain, makes it easier to bear. Your body stronger, the baby can be healthier. And then after that, like you said, the postpartum time period in there can be a lot easier if you do it right and prepare for that.
Well, we hope that this vlog kind of helped you guys if you are joining us on the TTC series. We would love to know where you are at, what you've experienced, what you've gone through, any tips or information that you have that could be beneficial to anybody in the community, I guess, that we're looking to now kind of build and offer support for, and just like I said, to also have a video journal for us to look back on.
Also, because we teamed up with First Response, down in the description box is a coupon for $3 off.
We love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with us in this TTC series. We're really excited to kind of...
Maybe there's gonna be a baby in here soon.
Hopefully. Prayers and fingers and baby dust.
Cross your toes, your fingers.
All the things. Love you, bye!